Let's be real. If your phone rings and no one answers, you literally just handed a paying job to your competitor. And you'd be shocked how often this is actually happening. Get this, up to 30%. That's right, 30% of business calls just go completely unanswered. Think about that. These are customers with a broken AC in the middle of summer, ready to pay, and they hit your voicemail. You know exactly what they do next. They hang up and call the next company on the list. So you gotta ask yourself, how much actual revenue is just walking out the door every single month because of this? We're gonna dig into that and, more importantly, show you how to plug that leak for good. You know, the thing is, it's not just about one missed call here and there. It's like a death by 1,000 cuts. All these little inefficiencies are secretly draining profits from your business day in and day out. Let me show you what I mean. Come on. Does any of this hit a little too close to home? You got quotes just sitting in inboxes, getting colder by the minute, with no follow-up. Maybe you're shelling out for an answering service that drops the ball half the time. Or how about that classic seasonal chaos? Hiring like crazy for the summer rush, then paying people to do nothing when things slow down. Okay, so what if you could plug all those leaks, all of them, with one single solution that never gets tired and never messes up? Well, that's where an AI voice agent, think of it as an AI receptionist, totally changes the game. And hey, let's be super clear about this. We are not talking about one of those annoying, robotic, press 1 for sales, press 2 systems that everybody hates. No way. A modern AI voice agent actually understands what the customer is saying. It asks intelligent follow-up questions, it checks your text live schedules, and it books the job right on the spot. It's like having the perfect receptionist who never, ever calls in sick. Just look at how this stacks up. Your voicemail? Sure, it's on 24/7, but it can't book a job, can it? A live answering service? They might take a message, but they can't juggle multiple calls, and good luck getting them to sync with your CRM. But the AI agent? It nails every single category. Always on, handles unlimited calls at once, qualifies the lead, and books it directly into your calendar. It's not even a fair fight. It's a huge leap forward. Okay, so how does this actually work in the real world? Let's walk through a typical call from the first ring to a booked job, all handled by the AI. All right, so a customer's phone rings. The AI picks up instantly with a really natural, human-sounding voice. It'll ask something like, are you calling for a repair, maintenance, or is this an emergency? Let's say it's a repair. The AI taps right into your scheduling software, finds an open slot with a qualified tech, and books it. Boom, job booked. Then it automatically shoots a confirmation text to the customer and updates your CRM. Oh, and if the caller says something urgent, like, my heat is out and it's freezing, the AI knows to bypass everything and patch that call straight to your on-call tech, instantly. But it gets even smarter than that. This isn't just about booking a time. The AI can be trained to ask those key diagnostic questions. Is this for a residential or a commercial unit? Or can you describe the sound the furnace is making? Okay, theory is great, but what about the results? What's the actual return on investment? Let's get into the numbers from real HVAC companies who are already using this. Check this out. One company implemented this and cut their missed call rate by 98%. Just let that sink in for a second. That means pretty much every single person who called, every potential job was captured. And what does capturing all those calls lead to? Well, another business added $600,000 in new revenue. And they did it in just 90 days without hiring a single new person. See, this isn't just about cutting costs on a receptionist. This is about actively generating massive new growth. And if you're thinking, oh, this sounds like a huge headache to set up, just listen to what Tim from Aurora Energy Solutions had to say. He said, we cut our workload by nearly 100 hours last month. Setup was crazy fast, way quicker than the month it usually takes to train someone. Crazy fast. That's a direct quote. And look, here's the bottom line, plain and simple. When you put the monthly cost of a full-time receptionist, salary, benefits, all that, right next to the cost of an AI agent, it's not even close. You're looking at savings of up to 90% for a receptionist that works 24/7, 365, and never asks for a vacation. So you're probably thinking, this sounds interesting, but I'm not ready to rip out my whole system. And you don't have to. There's a really simple, super low-risk way to test this out, and you could honestly start this week. It's a simple 3-step plan. Step 1, audit.
Just for 1 week, figure out exactly how many calls are going to voicemail. You need to know your baseline. Step 2, pilot. For the next 2 weeks, just forward your after-hours calls or maybe your overflow calls during the day to the AI. That's it. And step 3, integrate. If the pilot works and you like the results, then you connect it to your main calendar and CRM. It's a crawl, walk, run approach. Super safe.
All right, let's tackle the 2 biggest objections I always hear. First, will my customers hate talking to a robot? Honestly, no. When someone's basement is flooding, they don't want empathy, they want a fast solution. An AI that books a plumber in 60 seconds is a way better customer experience than waiting for a callback. The second question is always, but what about real emergencies? As we said, the system is built for this. It recognizes keywords like gas leak or no heat and immediately routes that call to a live person. It's a safety net that's built right in.
And this all comes down to a core promise. It's really the foundation of this whole thing. With Voiceonic, no customer call ever goes unanswered. Simple as that. Every lead is captured. Every single opportunity is seized.
So I'm going to leave you with one last question to think about. After everything we've talked about, after seeing the data, I want you to think about your own business. Just how many new customers are out there, right at this very moment, waiting to reach you, but they just can't get through. Hey, this insight was brought to you by Voiceonic. If you're ready to get your own AI receptionist and finally stop missing calls for good, just head on over to voiceonic.com.